said the same begins at home. And now, what's up? The charity loses its focus, it loses its efficiency, it loses its aura. No, what we see these days, the social media contributed to the disrespectfulness in the society, or is it from the root? Eh, mama, mama, and I, papa. If really join me today on our first episode of Ghana Clinic, your host Nana Hima, as I sit in this chair and we discuss more. Disrespectfulness has been the target of many illness in our Ghanaian society. What caused it? Where did it start from? Did it start from our homes, our schools, our society, or what? Is it an individual interest, or it was learned? Is it peer pressure, or it was contributed by one or two things being learned from up to the down? So, today on our discussions, we are going to discuss the reasons why people or the youth of these days are mostly disrespectful and some of the solutions we could give to it. So, you join me today as I sit down and we do, as I sit as your host, and then you also join me as your panel. So, today, I ask, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching this. I ask today, what can we do to eradicate disrespectfulness from the society? Youth of these days talk to elders, most especially on the internet. You see someone debating on an issue on the internet, and then some you be see DOB penny be at just because he or she does not side with the person speaking. Then you see the kind of insult, the choice of words, the utterances the person will use at the comment section. And sometimes I see them, I look at them, I read them, and I laugh. And I ask, 80 ne papa bi, ne mami bi, ni nia penny bi, ne nana bi, ne wofe bi, and ne swabia. Would that person be able to speak to the person in that manner? So is that the reason why the youth of these days and the Gen Zs of this hour are dying untimely? Some are illness, yes, I accept, but some are because they are disrespectful. I can remember during the election time, I was going through the internet, AMPP Befa, NDC Befa, and when you go to some comment sections, especially when someone is talking for past vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and you see how somebody would insult this man. As he said, Bawumia is not face to face. Obetini Dr. Bawumia kasasa. Ni bisa sesa emuade ahonhono where is it coming from? Fine. As I started earlier, charity begins at home. That money is trying in the beginning. And then in our homes, you try and say, you greet the person. You would show respect. But see, no, and then the last time I asked a kid to do something for me or charging me. But the other time, if you have been asked to do something for an elderly, the word God bless you, Namishra was a plus. And then you are even happy some Amenakas in Namishra. Because you were told or you were taught that when someone blesses you, it adds another age to your age. And so Emawini now you're penny. But what are we seeing nowadays? What can we do in our society right now, in this generation, especially this Gen Z and Gen Alpha generation? What can we do to help them respect? Is it that our parents are not doing their jobs? Or the society we find ourselves in isn't doing their jobs either? Or the schools we attend are not doing their job? Or what exactly is the problem right now? First one, let me take you back to the schools. Now, discipline a student in the school has become a taboo. If you're a teacher and you discipline a pupil, you can be suspended for that. But in those days, when even you don't go to school, you don't want to also go to school, your teacher can come to your house and come and beat you for not coming to school. In your society, when you're born here, even if your mother doesn't beat you, an outsider can beat you, and your mother will reward the person. But what are we seeing now? These days, some of our parents, and your problem, that, kids are giving birth to kids. So yes, sometimes these are some of the factors that contributes to disrespect. But in all of these, what can we do? Should we plead with those times, especially with GES, that should they bring back the discipline stuff they were doing in school, disciplinary stuff they were doing in school? Because first, most especially in SS, when you teach anybody, and I say, oh, you're late, oh, when you are being seen using phone or something, you can be punished. If I'm wado, but then you can be caned, like severe canes. But you know, there are certain things that are not and yet common. I wouldn't say in those days there was no disrespect, but the rate at which as a see and disrespect across Roma is too much. You could see people when sometimes it's crazy, it's alarming. And you ask yourself, say, hey, service in previous, pardon my language, but I don't speak well. Yet it's say a brand here and a baba and I say, yeah, you know. Was she trained or she was just read, like, sorry to say, a goat or sorry, an animal? You ask those questions. What can we do? Where is this respect coming from? Is it because our parents failed? Or is it because we took it upon ourselves, so we can do whatever we want to do? What is going on? What can we do? Our mothers, to me, I think our parents should start disciplining us in the homes again. Because in the olden days, when you were not even up to 18 years, you don't use a phone. But now you could even see a 5 years old akwala no kura phone. It is from right from infancy no picking. I pick Saturday and then another major thing that is contributing to this social media thing. And yet the internet, that disrespect no, and the internet, the social media. Because in Palabi or almost online, there are most of a penny for Casa 120 attending. It's a funny share, no OTA. With the social media stuff, I think and I feel that in Ghana here there should be an age limit, especially to TikTok. Whilst others are using TikTok to promote their businesses, others are using TikTok as a fighting background. I watch a book marina and you see them fighting, exchanging unpleasant words to each other, insulting each other. And so therefore, yes, definitely, Aklebisian and also TV videos now over pick one or two disrespect. Over this after all, said Aklaka cassette ya penny and in our time, we are allowing penny problem. I said, would you be private? I said the elderly is right. But these days there is this saying you say, first no, I'm not penny ya dear. The only penny as a Rebecca Tross said. Penny near the bin. But say see how Sebi, oye penny na sebi previous and penny for sebi manima. Oye penny na wedging me, I bet it was a wedding. How did we get here? How did we get here? How did we get here? Is our country going to move forward with this kind of attitude? When we have to leave this country, the leadership, from government down to the ordinary citizen, when we live it, that we the citizens should take control of everything, the governance and everything. Can we do it? How is it going to be? Is it going to move smoothly? No. The rate at which disrespect has increased is so alarming. So I'll urge my parents, please, let's go back to when we discipline our kids. To the teachers in the schools, to GES especially, please let's give out that permission to the teachers to discipline the students. Because in Palani if you know school, the teachers are in charge in the school. They'll spend about let's say 5 hours in school, 8 hours in school, and so therefore the teachers are in control at that moment. And so parents know at that moment no more care. Anyone church and doesn't come in unless I plan up one this year. And also unless a weekend. And also unless a vacation. Even those days, vacation classes, for example, your mom can cry about vacation classes. So the teacher spends most of the time with the student. Please, and please again. Disrespectfulness is killing us. Disrespectfulness is what is bringing us down, especially the youth. And it is crazy. You see, let's put illness aside. Okay, let's put predicaments aside. Let's put, unfortunately, somebody losing his or her life through an accident. But most of the youth are dying these days. And I ask myself, why? How? Is it because of the disrespect? The way someone will insult an elderly, you go clap for that person. I tell you. Is this some young boy the power way he then disrespect some elderly woman be or elderly man be? Not just say you can't even think far. So yes, I'll plead with our parents, with DES, and then with the government to put measures in place to eradicate this high level of disrespectfulness. Because I feel if let me chip in this. The president has started arresting certain people for using foul words or insulting them, and people, I can see people going against it. That our former president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa wasn't doing that. So why is our current president, Honorable His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, doing it? Yes, the fact that somebody didn't do it doesn't mean he shouldn't also do it. He's trying to instill discipline. Let's say, you see, sir, or started watching someone phone when the arrest began, or since the arrest began. Have you seen somebody on the internet insulting the president? No. So yes, that is one of the examples we can give. Since he started arresting, or since the government officials started arresting those who are disrespecting the government, the disrespect has been. So how can we bring it down to our homes, to our societies? Our parents should give way like they were giving way in the olden days. Hey, somebody fit come your house, come lash you, take off you disrespect him, and your mother will clap for him or her for disciplining you. But these days, go be somebody picking and see, it go over you. This is the end of our show today. Catch up with us, your host Nana Hima, same time, some other day. And yes, this is Ghana Clinic, where we find solutions to illness that is affecting our society. Be part of this cure because a healthy nation is built by healed people. Thank you.